Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today, I have a special unboxing and review for you. It is the Star Wars Darth Maul Force FX lightsaber. So here's the deal. I've kind of been in a Star Wars hype mode after Rise of Skywalker, and just kind of been, you know, in the mood for some of that stuff. Been watching videos of like Galaxy's Edge and how you can build your own lightsaber and all that kind of stuff. And so then I started getting into like videos of lightsabers online, and I have a couple of lightsabers, which I'll show a little bit later in the video, but I have two Ultimate FX lightsabers. I have a blue one that is Luke Skywalker? I can't remember. I'm not the best at knowing which lightsaber is which, so I'm not like that big of a Star Wars fan to know the specific ones, like this handle is this one or that. But I'll show you the lightsaber. You'll know who it is. You'll let me know in the comments. But I also have Kylo Ren's as well. But those Ultimate FX lightsabers are like the cheaper ones that are still pretty nice. But these Force FX lightsabers, which I've never had before, are like the more premium versions that are made for, you know, more collectors, that sort of thing. So this is the Black Series version. So this is now that, you know, made by Hasbro, as they make all sorts of Black Series items. And this is really, really exciting, again, because it's my first one, but also because Darth Maul is cool. I love Darth Maul, and I love his whole double-bladed lightsaber. Now, this is not double-bladed. This is just one half of Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber. It's just one lightsaber. So what I did is I went to Target and I ordered two. So that way, it comes with a connector so that you can make both and make the double-bladed lightsaber. Unfortunately, Target screwed up and only sent me one. The second one is stuck at the FedEx facility. It never left. I called Target and they said they can't do anything about it and I have to wait till the end of the week. And it should arrive, even though it's not possible based on the tracking. So I'm going to have to call again. I'm going to have to deal with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off this video unboxing this and showing you the single lightsaber. But later in the video, I'm going to have the second part of the blade, the second lightsaber, and I'm going to show you how to combine them and what that full thing looks like. So first off, here is the box right here. I kind of wanted to get in front of the camera because this thing is too big otherwise. Star Wars, the Black Series, Darth Maul, Force FX lightsaber. So it shows it right there. It does have, it needs 3 AAA batteries, not included. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. And they got an image of Darth Maul right there. And there you go. Then the other side, I guess this is number 10 in this like series or this line of Black Series stuff. It looks like it's got a little stand as well for the saber, so that's kind of neat. And yeah. So by the way, if you order from Target, they let you know, so this is not Target's fault necessarily, like they tell you on the website before you order, that they ship it in this box. They attach the shipping labels to this box. And so if you're a collector and you want to keep it in a box, do not order from Target because they will just stick shipping labels on this box and send it as is. I don't need the box, so I don't care, but just FYI, they do tell you, they do warn you. But I wanted to do an unboxing to give my very first impressions of this thing. So let's see how this goes. So this is supposed to be more of a collector thing. I don't know how well or not this would be. Like, I know people like to do, obviously you have a lightsaber, you want to do a lightsaber duel, right? I think Ultimate FX lightsabers are great for that. I'd be a little bit wary about these Force FX ones, like actually using them like in a rough duel, because I'd be afraid of like messing it up. But I don't know, maybe these are okay for that. I know they do have like motion activated sounds and sounds when you like hit the blade against something, but that might just be for like light usage. If you guys have a Force FX lightsaber, let me know in the comment section below if these are safe for actually like dueling with. Like, will they last, or are these more you know, for display or cosplay or that kind of stuff? Let's see. All right. Inside is the lightsaber right here. Let's take this packaging here. So there's also the stand. So this is the actual stand right here, it looks like. So it feels pretty solid. I mean, it's like plastic, but it's pretty solid. And there's instructions on how to use the display stand and create the dual blade as well, and battery installation instructions. So there's that. And let's get this thing out of here. It also comes with a Allen wrench, which I assume is either for the connection or battery installation or both. The instructions will tell me, but there it is. So let's get this out of the, lots of styrofoam, it's going to get all over the place. Oh, the little connector's in here, so let me just grab that real quick so I don't lose that. So I suppose if you get 2 of these lightsabers, you're going to get 2 of the connectors, but oh, this actually feels pretty heavy already. So here's the little connector, so if you have 2 of the lightsabers. And so this looks like it probably uses the Allen wrench to attach, but this is pretty solid actually, like it's pretty heavy. Alright, and then of course the lightsaber itself. Ooh, this definitely has some weight to it also. I'm used to the Ultimate FX ones, which I'll grab later in the video to do a comparison. Oh man. Whew. That is nice. That feels real nice too. It's cold actually, because this is like, I assume like die-cast metal or something, but so it's really cold. Wow. But this actually feels really nice. It's got a nice weight to it. So here's the size of the blade, and I'll show you up close what this thing looks like. So there's a couple stickers on here, which I'll mess with later. I'll try and take these things off later, but it tells you how you do the on-off right here. So the red switch is, you just twist it for on-off. The rest of this stuff doesn't do anything. It's just there for decoration, I guess. This thing spins, but I don't think it's meant to do anything. Yeah, this is real nice. It's a nice, like a more simple design, but really cool. And also, this is neat. So you can actually see, might be a little bit hard to tell. Let me see if I can shine some light on it. There's a red kyber crystal right there. You can't take it out. It's just permanently there. And I assume when you shine the light, it uses that to turn it red and stuff too. But so that's really cool. It's like a neat little touch to see, like inside the actual handle, there's a red kyber crystal. So that is really sweet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my other lightsabers for comparison, and then I'm also going to put batteries in this thing, and let's see what it looks like. All right, I'm back. I got my batteries in. So here's the deal: you unscrew the bottom part of the handle, all right, and then this piece comes off. And then there's this little cartridge that you take out. Now here's the extra step is there's a screw right here. You have to unscrew this to take it out and put the batteries in. So I put the batteries in, I put the screw back in. So now I haven't turned it on yet, so I'm gonna turn it on for the first time. But I have that slid in right there. And we should just be able to twist this to tighten it up. Alright, the other thing that I did is I actually took off all the stickers on the handle there. There was a little bit of residue, but I was able to rub it off. So this is what the handle looks like now without all those other stickers and things. So, looks pretty cool. Alright, moment of truth. Let's turn this thing on and see how it is. So there's the red dial right here that I turn. Here we go. Ooh. I like the sound. That is nice. All right, that's really, really cool. So, okay, I know it's a little bit hard to see the red super well because I have my bright studio lights here. So let me turn off these lights. And now I just have my normal room lights. Let's see. That's better. So you can really get a feel for the brightness. If I want to turn off the room lights, now you can truly see it right there. Let's turn this on just for now. But what I want to say is the sounds are really cool. So the sounds come from here, and it's pretty loud. And what I'm noticing is this. There's just a constant hum, and when you move it, it's pretty sensitive to know that you're moving it. And then whether you move it harder or slower, so here's a slow move. It's hard. It might be a little hard to hear, but it's very faintly moving. Like that, right? Now you do it hard. It has a different movement, and then this. So that's really cool. So it actually has like sounds for the blade, you know, hitting something. Now that's in comparison to the Ultimate FX lightsabers, which do have motion activated sounds, but are a little bit different. So I want to compare. So the one that I was talking about earlier is Luke's lightsaber. I looked it up. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. But this is the Ultimate FX one. And you'll see, like, it looks nice, but it's plastic. It's not like that nice, hard, what I assume is like metal because it's heavier. And so the in terms of blade length here, you'll also notice that it's shorter. So the Force FX lightsabers are definitely longer. Are they brighter or not? Well, I guess I have the Kylo Ren one. I'll show you that as well. Again, this is just the Ultimate FX version, so the cheaper version. It is shorter. This one's red, so I can truly compare. So let me turn this on and turn this on. They're very similar. It's hard for me to truly tell. Honestly, I think the brightness is very similar, but here's the difference though, is look closely at the Kylo Ren blade. You can sort of see these little black like spots in between, right? There you go, now you can really see it. So that's like where the LEDs are. Now look at this lightsaber. You don't see it. And that's awesome, because, I mean, I don't mind it, like, seeing the little spots. Like, I know it's a toy, but, like, it looks even better, right? So, the difference is the brightness is very much the same, but you just, it's more of a consistent, solid glow, which is great. Now, here's what I was talking about with the motion. So let me turn this off. So here's Kylo Ren's. Right? So it makes those sounds, but here's the thing. If you move it around a little bit, it's more sensitive, and it makes just generic sounds versus, like if I move it up and down, listen. Right? Now if I move it hard, it's not any different. It's just the sound maybe lasts a little bit longer, but maybe that's because I'm swinging it more. But whereas this one has a different, more powerful sound when you swing it. So that's a difference there. Let me turn this one off. And maybe I can illustrate it with Luke's lightsaber a little bit better. So let me turn this one on. So you have a constant hum, right? This thing is freaking out. It's going crazy and I barely move the blade. Oops, I didn't mean to turn it off. Right? Like I'm barely moving it. Why is it making all those swinging sounds? It doesn't feel as realistic. You know, it feels like I'm triggering a sound clip versus this feels like it's going based on my movement. So what I'm trying to say, long story short, is the Force FX version, as it should, certainly feels like the motion makes more sense the way that it functions, right? I don't feel like I'm getting random swinging sounds and I'm moving this thing around, right? Which is good, but when I actually swing it, I get swinging sounds, which is what it should be. So that's awesome. So again, let me go in the dark here, and let's turn this thing on. Oh, that's my watch, the light that you're seeing. All right, ready? Here we go. I also like how it lights up. All right, give me one more second. Although I do wish it does feel a little segmented. Like, it doesn't feel like it's just zoom right there. It's like zoom, zoom, zoom. It's like chunks. Like, you see what I mean? When I turn it off, you'll see it's almost like turning off in chunks. So it would have been nice if they could make a little bit more smoother thing there, but otherwise, honestly, it's fine. And yeah, I mean, this thing just feels great in the hand. It feels like a nice weight to it. And just, I like the longer size of the blade as well. It's just, all in all, feels more premium and feels better. So definitely pretty great. I'm a fan of the Force FX lightsaber. I have seen the way, and I'm kind of tempted to get more of these things because this thing is pretty awesome. So, yeah, so that's my comparison with the Ultimate FX versions versus the Force FX. I think if you have kids that want to play with these, then probably the Ultimate FX ones are just fine. They're cheaper, and they're probably more solid if you're like banging them around, hitting things and stuff, right? Versus this feels more premium. This feels for collectors, and certainly looks nicer as well, and better motion activation and sounds and stuff. So all in all, pretty awesome. I know this is a long video already, but I do have one more piece. So next up, as soon as I get the second lightsaber from Target, if they can figure that out, I will show you the connection with the two blades and show you the full double-bladed lightsaber for Darth Maul. As is, it's a pretty solid lightsaber. If you just want a nice Sith lightsaber, red blade and everything, pretty solid. But if you want to go all the way with Darth Maul and get the double blade, get two of these, and let's see how it looks. All right, I am back. It's actually the next day after I just recorded the other piece. Target ended up coming through. Really, it was a FedEx issue. They didn't update the tracking information. So the second lightsaber has arrived. So now I have two identical Darth Maul lightsabers. So obviously we're going to combine these two to create the dual blade, right? Because that's what it's all about. But before I do that, I forgot one other thing that I wanted to show. And now I don't even know where I placed it. I had it in my hand. Oh, here it is. The stand. So it does come with a stand for display purposes. So what you can do is you just slide it on like this so that the curved edge is like inwards. And basically at whatever point you want to sort of have it, you can just kind of lay this flat on the ground, imagine it like this, so that your lightsaber is sort of at an angle, lifted up off the ground, and you can have a nice display. So this is super cool. I like this. I don't think I'm going to be able to display it like this because I don't really have a long space available for something like this. But it's neat if you do want to do it, and I'm glad that they did include something like that. It's just a nice extra addition. So here's the deal. We are going to connect the two blades. I have the instructions that I read, so hopefully this is going to be easy enough. I figured I'd do it on camera, so in case you have these, you know how to do it. So each lightsaber comes with the adapter. So you only really need one, but now I have an extra one. And now we have our Allen wrench. So there's one end that has the bolt inside and one that doesn't, right? So the one that has the bolt, apparently we're supposed to loosen this, and it says to, I have the instructions here, unscrew the adapter bolt so the two halves are able to freely rotate. Oh, I just fully unscrewed it, so that's not right. So let me tighten it up at least a little bit. So both halves can now freely rotate. Okay, good. So now I'm going to take my first lightsaber here, and what we want to do is remove the battery end cap of the first lightsaber. Okay. So we're going to take off that cap and replace with adapter. Ensure that the adapter bolt head is exposed. So the side of the bolt head is going to be on the outside. All right. Tighten until secure. Oh, it's kind of at an angle. Make sure it's straight. There we go. And all right, feels pretty secure. All right, so we're good there. So let's put this to the side. As now it's asking for the second lightsaber. Remove battery end cap of second lightsaber. Okay. And then it says to screw the second lightsaber into the adapter. So I'm gonna try and. Whoa! I was worried about that, about the battery keep falling out. I may have to do it the other way. I'm dropping stuff all over the place because I don't want to like knock it into something else, you know. So that's why I was. Maybe I'll flip this one. Wow, this is really tall. I'm like hitting the wall now. All right, let's point this down just a little bit. Okay. This is going to be a little bit unwieldy, actually. I have to figure out where I'm going to put this whole big thing. I didn't quite realize just how long this was going to be. All right, so I have to line up this bottom adapter. If I can get it straight, there we go. Maybe, almost. It was almost there. Maybe. It has to stay straight, which is the tricky part here. Oh gosh. Trying my best. There we go. I think I finally got it. Okay. Trying to like hold this, but also be able to tighten it enough. Do it like that. All right, let's make sure it's secure. All right, I think that feels secure. Okay. Next, line up red and silver knobs on both lightsabers. Note you will have to pull apart the two halves of the adapter to disengage the indexing ribs to rotate. Okay. So, how do I do that? I think I should have unscrewed it even more than from the beginning. So clearly I didn't follow those instructions properly. So let's, this one's easier to undo. So let me do that. There we go. Now it came apart. So let's screw one end in here. All right, let me figure this thing out and then I'll be right back. All right, guess what? Ta-da! I did it! So the way that it had to work is, I think I was doing it right initially, but it just wasn't as tight. So you have to basically tighten it up almost exactly to how you would want, and then you hold the top ring, unscrew the lightsaber, but you're still holding the ring in the exact position that you want once it's all lined up. So that once you tighten the bolt inside, then put the lightsaber back on. And since you've been holding the ring in the right position after you line it up, then once you screw the lightsaber back in, then it's all lined up perfectly. So I finally completed this now, and here's the full thing. Now I'm actually gonna have to move the camera to even show you the full size of this thing, because obviously it's huge. So essentially, just real quick, there's the knob down here and then the knob over here that I can flip, and it's not turning on. Okay, well this one turns on. This one is not turning on, which means that the battery compartment, something is not fully lined up properly. So looks like I might need to fix that, because clearly that's not right. So let me try that real quick and see what's going on. All right, I opened it up, put it back together. I think just the battery compartment wasn't like fully lined up properly or something, but now, as you can see, turn it on and there you go. So there's not one button or anything to turn on both blades, but if you actually go back and see the movie in episode 1, the blades light up one by one. They don't actually both light up together. So that's pretty accurate, actually. But it is really cool, but I want to show you the full length of it. So let me move my camera and let's take a look. Alright, so here I am. I tried to at least get an area where I can sort of show a little bit of this. I'm not going to be able to like swing it around or anything, but let me try and turn on this lightsaber here and show you. I'm gonna step like pretty far back, so you should be able to see the full length of the blade. I have to go like all the way back here for you to truly see just how big this thing is. Oh, I'm like about to knock something over, but that's super cool. I mean, I don't even know how he handles this blade because it's just so huge, but this is awesome. Just to have the ability to connect these two together. Hopefully you can even hear me. I'm all the way over here, but this is super, super cool, as you can see. Let me try and turn off these lights. There you go. Now you can really get a full sense of the brightness. So again, super, super cool. I can't like do any crazy movements with this thing because I'm in a little hallway, but you get the idea. This is really, really neat. So there you go. So yeah, if you're a fan of Darth Maul, if you like the double-bladed lightsaber, then I think this is definitely worth getting. I mean, one of the sabers by itself, honestly, is really cool. And it's nice to have on display. It's pretty cool, especially if you like I'm hitting the wall up here. If you like the design of the handle here, and you have a nice Sith lightsaber, the nice red. But if you go all the way with this, this is really neat. Just make sure you have enough space, because trust me, this thing, I don't even know the exact height of this full thing, but it's pretty tall, and it's pretty awesome. And it has a nice weight to it, because now you have the weight of 2 of the handles down here, which is really cool. So anyways, yeah, that's that. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comment section what you think as well, because this, by the way, is not something that's I feel like designed for kids. This is definitely for those collectors and stuff. So to any collectors out there, to any people above the age of 13 that this video is targeted for, let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you have any of these sabers as well, and you know, which ones you've gotten. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you later.